Zenhauser. I mean, there are people that I really didn't know their comedy level that well. I thought they all wrote some really good jokes. Cardiff was great. Tukey was great. Carl was good. I mean, everybody just, I thought, killed it.
These guys really don't know the Dabbleverse, but they have some good insight into our friend, stuttering moron. I mean, John Edward Melendez. John Edward Melendez.
I'm trying to remember who was the best. I got cut off just as it was getting to Shul. She was a drug addict and an escort.
Yeah, he tattletaled on her.
And then he called her grandmother. And, yeah, that was after the tapes. So after hearing...
Yeah, he never called anybody. Never brings in family. Liar.
How much John cares about her and how worried he is about her. How odd to hear him talking about getting cocaine with her for his brother's wedding. Or for a family member's wedding. That was strange. And the funny thing was, usually people won't argue about who's getting the cocaine, but I have a feeling she was she wanted to get her own to make sure it would knock John's dick down before he had any strange ideas. That was the only thought I had. And then John mentioned a dabbler in terms of who he gets the cocaine. Did you hear that part, Brandon?
No.
It was a Hitman Dan reference.
I did see a bunch of people jumping online saying that Hitman Dan is a drug dealer. So that must have been the big...
You could hear the gasp in the room when that was played. Then there was another gasp when he called Susanna, his ex-wife, a cunt.
Ooh, jeez.
And honestly, the way he told the story was designed to be sympathetic to himself, but I thought it had the opposite effect because John was saying that Susanna... First, he's bragging about his job as a teacher that, I show up 5 minutes late, and what's the first thing I do when I get there? I fall asleep. That's so funny.
That's not funny.
He doesn't work hard at all, and they pay him, and they give him health benefits, and his kids get health benefits, and he wins.
And all his lies about helping the kids, calling the parents when they get an A, and people saying how great he was. And he writes his own curriculum and makes his own tests. He's a major psychotic liar. He can't tell the truth from a lie. Delusional, alcoholic, dementia. Lying piece of shit, basically.
Yeah, it's really shitty because he told us originally that I heard there was a shortage of school teachers. I wanted to help out. I want to help young people learn hero.
Like a hero would, yeah.
Yeah, he was acting like he was being a big hero, and then he was bragging to her as if this would impress her.
Oh, yeah, that's what I was just going to say. Like, who would be like, oh, it's pretty cool, John. You really pulled a fast one.
Now that he got over on them because he doesn't do any work and he gets paid and he gets health insurance. So then later on in the conversation, it's probably not the same conversation, but later on in the Uncle Rico show, John is complaining that Susanna, his ex, calls him at work to talk about the kids. And he'd already told us that he doesn't do anything at work. He just falls asleep and he monitors the class and listens to podcasts, by the way, without headphones or earbuds. And somebody heard a fuck.
I was just going to say,
John took menial jobs so he could show the court and Susanna he didn't make any money. Well, he took the money that he had from Leno and spent it like a piece of shit that he is. He owes her $27,000 in back payments, IRS $98,000, and another $23,000 to IRS. And he's on the run, he's just hiding. He thinks he's slick, but it's going to come and get him. But what he did to Susanna was just bullshit. He bought a house he couldn't afford. He had kids he couldn't afford. And lucky for them, he got out. He got away from them as the world's worst father. How he could father children, I have no idea. This guy is really a piece of shit. Getting to the point where it's fun now, it's getting to be annoying. This guy is a disgusting pig.
They were friendly for a...
I know, no. It was so stupid.
Split is, yeah.
So then John is talking about how I explained to her that, hey, this is how the kids get health insurance. Is because that's why I can't talk right now. I got to work 600 hours to get them health insurance. And Susanna said, John, don't make me make a list of all the things I do for the kids.
Oh.
Because she was very annoyed that he was acting as if he does so much and don't interfere when I'm doing things for the kids. And actually, I was imagining in my head how long that fucking list would have been. don't think John does much else.
No, she famously waited on him hand and foot during his Stern days. He would tell stories about when he wants a beer, Susanna brings it to him. When he wants food, she brings it to him. He treated her like dog shit.
He would call her on the phone from the living room to tell her to get him a beer or bring him some food or something. And then, let's see.
And I got to tell you, you guys mentioned it on the Wednesday recording, but the documentary put together by Sheet Shitterson is a fantastic watch, even for people who don't get it or
have any interest. It's still good.
Yeah, and you don't necessarily have to watch it on YouTube per se. You could just put it on YouTube and listen.
The way he treated Susanna and his so-called friends and his children, he's getting what he deserves now. Major loser. Lost everything, has nothing, lives in a hovel, lives like a 14-year-old who doesn't know how to clean. It's a piece of shit, and he's getting payback, you know? It's not karma, it's payback, you know, what he deserves. It's only going to get worse. As his listeners stop paying him, he has to go get another menial job, and it's the end of John.
To it in your car as a podcast. You don't need the visuals, but the visuals help it. But it's that good that it brings you up to date, and you finally realize why there's this massive group of people on the internet dedicated to hating on this guy.
No, Sheet did a great job. I mean, did a fantastic job.
Sheet Shitterson.
Yeah, just go to Sheet Shitterson's YouTube.
It'll be linked in our notes too, in case you want to just take a look. It's worth it.
For sure. Let's see, then what else did they talk about on the tapes? John, he told the same joke multiple times about how his gay kids are attracted to women, so all of us like pussy.
What?
Yeah, because his daughter, who's a lesbian, likes pussy.
Oh my God.
And she's got a hot girlfriend.
His daughter, who transitioned, likes.
Yeah, she likes pussy, so.
And of course, his son does
his
too.
kids like pussy just like he does.
Classy.
So there was that, but I thought it was a bit of a letdown. I'm curious to hear your reaction, Brandon. I didn't think it was as, I don't know, I guess I expected.
There was a huge build-up for it. I mean, they sat on these tapes for months.
Yeah, and John quit, by the way. I'm not like doesn't mean he's necessarily
Yeah,
quit.
he'll be back, but-
He announced Thursday that he was done. And has he been online since? It's only been 3 days, but I've never seen him look so defeated because I'm the Duke of the Dabbleverse and I'm the only one with talent. I've got these incredible credits and these are all losers. Just a panel of losers. Who's this Brandon?
His most live episode, he looks like he's deleted everything. Everything is gone from the last 2 months. It's all wiped out. So he got rid of everything. He'll be back. He'll be back, though. This is his main income. His income, the way he earns a living, is reading insults. One by one, he'll read, a super chat for $5 that says, "Hey, your kids are losers, and you're a loser too." Okay, thanks for the $5.
Can you check?
A lot of them are $2 on chats and 99 cents.
Jamie has to make an income where he has to stay awake. Can't just sleep there. Actually, he probably could sleep.
Here's one of his super chats right here.
Raping you. $5. Drew from Drew and Mike, who you don't know we're trash you against yourself. So is Brandon, the producer, who has small hands. I don't care.
They're advertising. That's what they're doing.
But see, that's how he gets his money. He reads that sentence for $3, and then those accumulate, and that's how he makes his income right now, which is so great in that documentary, which shows you just how far he's fallen, because he's gone from having that big, huge deal at the Tonight Show to reading insults online.
Well, the documentary also suggests that he never really earned anything. He was just a tag-along who stuttered and was given an internship because he stuttered. Mm-hmm. Then they wrote all these interview questions for him. He went out and got these, these celebrity sort of ambushes. And then the Tonight Show hired him to stick it to Howard because Jay was mad at Howard.
He had a beef. And
they thought he actually did a lot of the work himself. He didn't. They were surprised, like, oh, shit, what do we do with this guy? And they threw him in the writer's room. And I don't know. I don't know if he ever did anything there or not. But then afterwards, you can't argue with the Kareem Abdul-Jabbar roast. He was the head writer. He also had the Pro Football Wrestling Championship.
Arm wrestling.
Yeah, that was great.
He's nailed 3 centerfolds.
I always forget about that.
That's my favorite lie. That's
a good one.
Favorite line or favorite lie?
So what? What if he did?
Who's the guy that puts all the
He didn't. Nobody wants a short, fat midget.
super chats together? Is that 1-800-DABBLER? Was that the phony phone call guy? Remember he was
1-800-Dabbler is putting together the great phony phone calls. And then, yeah, you're correct. There is another individual who strings together all the insults. So basically, it's like 10 minutes of him reading all the insults, how he makes his living. And it hurts me
we
to
should
watch.
find that guy. We should find the last show or the last couple shows ago and just listen to a minute of it. It's so funny.
I wouldn't be able to do that. Even if I would quickly be able to build a pole barn if he just roasted me. Let's see. This one's from 3 months ago, but let me try to see if there's an updated one.
Okay.
And the answer to your question was actually Menser Math is the guy who puts together. He actually
these
just
are
posted
great.
one. He posted one less than a day ago called Stuttering John versus the Super Chatters, Part 41. And this is what this guy does. He reads these insults and he collects the dough.
Stay positive about your career, John. Maybe 2 billionaires will use you as a pawn in their personal beef again. Hashtag writer. Oh, yeah, okay, that's what happened.
Stern and Leno. That's it.
Yeah, that's your friend.
Oh, here they come.
That's great.
Why are your high school grades so bad? 221, 336. But demoted to dunce and Delvers. At least I graduated.
Okay, pause.
A regional diploma just means you got.
John, of course, claims he's an Mensa member. He's so brilliant.
yeah.
And then his high school transcript was made available to the Dabbleverse. Found out his highest score in 4 years of high school was 86. He was basically a C- student. His class rank was 221 out of 336. So people are, of course, referencing this in the super chats. Demoted to dunce of the Dabbleverse. John says, at least I graduated.
A regional diploma just means you got 60% or higher in a group of 7 to 8 subjects and graduated. Good. We've been wondering about your report card, 1979. First of all, I don't know how you guys are getting this shit. I'm not embarrassed at all, though. Carl showed your high school report card showing you're a C- student. You're in the bottom 30% of it. Who cares? Sounds like
You do.
everything you've said is a large. Oh, because of my high school.
Now, who cares? The guy who makes a big deal about graduating high school, going to NYU, which he never graduated, it's documented. On Wikipedia, it showed an asterisk, which said very clearly, did not graduate. And he said asterisk meant you had a website. Such a liar and delusion. He was a stoner in high school, and he failed everything. He's a dummy, you know? So we all know it now. So he's the one who makes a big deal of it. No one else does. That's why everybody picks on him, because he's an asshole.
Grades. Your high school transcript has been released. It's been confirmed true that you got an F in music theory your senior year. You're a bad musician, 100%. The era was the no child left behind rule, don't see. You see, John, I actually went to school with a few geniuses. They party more than anyone, but still got A's because high school's easy for a genius. If you think a high school transcript has anything to do with how smart you are, you're an idiot.
You're the one that says that.
221 and 322 students. I can't even I made it that hard. Looks like Mr. Mensa should have been in special ed and failed music theory. I know, I dropped out of music theory. I hated it. I will end E- in English, so E- pretty damn good. First of all, music theory. Let me tell you a little story about Wolfgang Van Halen. You are horrible at everything you do. School, music, jokes, cliches, etc. Do it isn't offensive. Can I hear your impression of your oldest voice? No. How much you drink the pickle juice pair?
Oh, gross.
Got pickles there.
$20.
Ew! He's getting paid for every one of these insults, by the way. They've left the amount out because he usually goes, thanks for the $5. He's getting paid for every insult he's reading, and now he's still drinking pickle juice? Oh!
They usually average $2, some 99 cents. He's like a cheap whore. He's even worse.
Get it for $2.
Yikes.
At least with a cheap whore, you get something. This guy, you get nothing.
I love pickle juice.
Oh, nice.
Oh, gross.
Oh, this is disgusting.
He's gross.
He could definitely.
Who eats a pickle like that, by the way?
He could deep throat a
Cheers,
dude.
Jackie.
Why did he do it?
Exactly. Listen to the super chat.
The way you ate that pickle would make Linda Lovelace blush. Cheers to Jackie to proving once again Stuttering John is a hack. Jackie said you didn't write anything for him at the Stern Show live yesterday. Keep my name out of your mouth. Move your head in front of the T in background. Why? Artie said your car smells like a mix of John and John. Name one thing you coach Julia. Oh, come on. How many years ago that was? I would just give him jokes. Don't worry, no one believed the I'm smart bit. You didn't graduate from NYU, it's been proven. Okay. NYU equals 75% acceptance rates when you made up top 40 in 1996. Prove you graduated NYU and I'll send you 100. Shuli, Shmuli, Stuttering John takes it in the hoolie. The Duke and Escape from New York was blasted.
Yeah, John thinks because he has a NYU T-shirt and a ring, that proves it. And a fake diploma, which Carl bought one, and exactly the same matches.
The machine gun and died in a pool of his own blood and guts. I could only wish that happens. You punished the Duke, everyone knows that. TSN watching you is the only time your show is funny. Yeah, okay. So let's get this out early. Uncle Rico live on TSN 7. Yeah, go watch them, watch me. Your new nickname is Dumb, Drunk, Unwanted Man. The comedy is just real. This is the shitware comedy. I'm late. What are you projecting today? What's with the constant lip smacking, John? If Shuli needs your kidney to live, would you donate? No. No. Not at all. Your kids had a list, but would you mock them? Big fan, Mr. Bush. What types of sexual favors did you have to perform for producers get the child acting roles you got? You worked for Nickelodeon and you sure took a call. Since arriving in Florida, you've been banned from Stevie Tomatoes, your pork garden proving you're not smart, and now your water turned off. Hey, John, after seeing this,
super chats
really got today, I felt bad for you after donating 16.
See, in high school, at least you would learn to read and use a typewriter.
To TSN myself. So here, buy some hair dye at a dollar store, you bum. Now you are copying Blind Mike's IRL stream idea. Oh, really? Dan is going to be on TSN. Dabbling Dan? No, he isn't. Adam, did John's ma fall down the steps when you called? When you eat alphabets, you only eat the C's. Daily Mind, everyone hates you. Everyone move from Patreon to YouTube membership, dummy. Okay, yeah, okay. Okay. You failing music and high school truly shines here, Skip. Feel like I'm in a wheelchair prison when you sing. Hey, Mike got my cheat chain. It's great. Oh, my wrong show. How many Patreon subs you have, John? I don't even know. I don't even know.
40.
Keep calling me names. I'll come over right now, coward. Come on over. I welcome you. Lady K violated the high school TSI. Yeah, you see that, Rob? Legal to sell your home to mom, tenant being sued.
Oh, pause that.
Yeah, what does that mean?
Oh, boy. John is being sued by Vince the lawyer, who's another character in the Dabbleverse. Vince is an actual lawyer. Pretty good lawyer, I guess. I don't know, when you say Jim Brandon, I mean, he's got a real nice place. I know that.
Yeah,
He's got kids. He seems to be living a good life.
He knows the law.
And he's a big Stern Show fan. And for some reason, he and John have this love-hate relationship. Like Vince flew him to New Jersey for that event in Atlantic City.
Yeah.
But then Vince flew him like through 2 stops at a terrible time, like 6 in the morning.
He's the master troll, too. He trolls John endlessly, but now he's suing him for $12.5 million.
Doesn't have $12.5 million?
John got really, I don't know why he was angry at Vince. I don't understand what happened, but apparently he insulted Vince, said he's a shitty lawyer.
Mm-hmm.
He wrote to the bar, tried to get him disbarred. And then Vince found out some other stuff they did. So he's pissed.
Allegedly.
Defamed.
And Vince feels he's been defamed, and he's suing John for $12.5 million. John just transferred his house to his mother's name for $10.
What?
Trying to hide assets.
Oh, my God. Well, that's not going to fly.
I wouldn't think so. I mean, Vince knows about it already, of course. He's no dummy.
What an idiot.
I know, but it sounds like John's really concerned about this lawsuit. What did he say? Do you know?
Has he?
Any idea?
He tried to get him disbarred. And some other nefarious things, illegal, that he did. So we'll see. Also, he's going to involve his mother now. She's going to be named in a lawsuit because of his transfer.
What he said about Vince?
Well, yeah. I mean, he put the tweet out saying never use Bessie Law. They're scumbags, basically. You know, he put out a tweet that just took a dump on the law
Why was he so
firm.
mad at Vince to say that?
Like you said, they've had that love-hate relationship. It
Dumb
could have
question.
been anything.
So anyway, what's her name? Asi Melendez now owns the Florida house.
His mother.
Purchase price of $10.
Yeah, and so she's probably going to get dragged into this lawsuit.
She always owned it. She was on as the primary. I think he was secondary because his credit was no good. And he owes her 40 grand anyway.
No, nice bringing your mom into it.
She's been brought in many times.
Jesus.
Here, let's finish this up.
Tell you home to mom, tenant being sued. No comment. John is reaping the consequences of his actions. Shannon Sullivan, Teresa Kehoe. We're trashing your kids. I don't know who they are. Julie told Exposed yesterday he played an old video of yours where you say you like to touch kids. Yeah, okay. Rob, can you size a dog collar, at least for John? I want to walk my bitch around the neighborhood. We own John. He says L'Oreal is so pathetic in the garage. Stuttering John is a manipulating psycho. Thanks for the dollar. Lee, Lucy, we know you can. Welcome to prison. What important could you possibly be typing about? Hey, Skip was in special ed in high school. No, it was not. Why does your broken mouth move when guests talk? Why did you sell your house to your mommy for $10? Why did I sell my house to my mommy? What do you mean?
He acts like people don't know this sometimes.
When he does that, it means he knows exactly what they're saying.
He did anyway. There's his transcript. Oh boy, phys ed. You got a C in phys ed. Wow. What are those F's in?
Music. He failed or dropped out of music theory his senior year.
You drop out of classes in high school?
I guess I didn't know you could do that.
I think if you have enough credits, you can still graduate.